everyone, welcome back to Nourished with Ruth. Ruth here, your clinical nutritionist, a registered and licensed practitioner in Kenya. So in today's video, I want us to discuss cleft. Yes, cleft. I know maybe most of you might have seen a cleft, maybe a babies or even adults with a cleft lip. So a cleft lip is when the lip, the upper lip, mostly it's usually the upper lip does not completely form, that is, it does not join completely, so it's not closed, so you have a gap. And it can also happen on the palate. The palate is the hard part of on top, the roof of your mouth, so it can happen also there. And these are things that can hinder breastfeeding in babies. So let's understand what types of clefts do we have. We do have unilateral. It can't just be one side that didn't form completely, so it's just a tear, one tear. It can be bilateral, cleft lip. We are talking about lip at this point, so that goes both sides. And then it can be both the lip and the palate, so you have this didn't form completely and also the palate didn't close completely. So that way, especially when we have the palate, that means anytime you feed baby anything, it comes out through the mouth, through the nose. When that is happening, one of the things that I need you as a mother, as a caregiver, to know is the fact that it is not they're not hurting, because it's just like an opening. The way you see the nose tilts here, so there is the connection that connects it at the hard palate. So when that is happening, all that you need to do, just be calm, keep feeding your baby, and they will be okay. They are available, there are, what we call them, there are equipments that are available for us. There's a Dr. Brown's feeding bottle. It's a bottle that helps baby to feed better at the early stages of their life, before they can start spoon feeding and all, and also helps with building with the suck reflex. Here's the thing about suckling that I've never mentioned. I've never mentioned in any of my videos, is the fact that when baby is suckling, it helps strengthen these muscles, and these muscles are also used during speech. As you can see, when I'm talking, I'm using the muscles around here. So those are muscles that help very much, that need very much to be active during this time. So you don't want to do cup feeding. That's why we advocate for cleft babies to use the specialized bottles. So there's a Dr. Brown's bottle. There are several bottles that are available out there, but the most common one is the Dr. Brown's bottle that is used for when the cleft is not so advanced. And that is what I want us to talk about, because I have had mothers scared to death, wondering what happened. What do I do? Why? Because sometimes the breast is not enough to close the gap at the lip, and now when it's the palate and there is the opening that now leads to the nostrils, they're not able to create that vacuum too. Well, during suckling, once they are latched onto the breast, they're not able to create that vacuum that allows them to have a strong and good suck. So ideally, they might have the suck reflex, yes, but it's not strong enough, so they might not be able to get the milk from the breast. So that is the essence of expressing the breast milk for them. In cases of cleft palates, we do go to the extent of some babies are fed via NG tubes. So we do the Dr. Brown's bottle, yes, but we also do NG tube. Why? Because, like I said, with cleft palate, food does come out through the nose. So that's not something that should be worrying you, but you also need to make sure that this baby is well fed. So you're still stimulating the suck reflex for their cheeks and everything, but you're still feeding through the NG tube. One thing that I need you to know is the fact that if you're going with the NG tube at home, you shouldn't keep it in for more than 2 weeks. that is 14 days. Once 14 days have erupted, it should be removed. You get a renewal. Well, at least that's what happens at the facility where I am. So at all times, one, you need to make sure, and you don't flash. Unfortunately, for mothers who are feeding cleft babies who are below 6 months, you don't flash that NG tube. The feeding is not like normal kids. So ideally, you just feed the breast milk, and that is it, because they're not supposed to be getting anything else, not even water, nothing, just breast milk. So you give that, and then you allow for baby to rest. So every 3 hours or every 2 hours, or based on what your nutritionist has advised you, you do that. For anyone who is willing to do a consultation with me, kindly feel free to do so, because you can always reach me. My number is always on the screen, at a fee of 500 shillings, because I need you to get value for your money, and I will do a follow-up. And in the case that you need help, maybe you don't have enough breast milk, I can connect you to people who can help. So you don't have to be worried about what am I supposed to do now that I have a cleft baby. We are here to help. We are making noise so that you can know that we exist. Is that okay? So don't, kindly, please, if you know anyone out there with a baby who has clefts, connect them to me. If they have not been corrected, if they are hiding the baby, kindly, let's not stigmatize them. Connect them to me, and I will connect them with the right people who will help them ensure that they are able to do their follow-ups, and they are also able to ensure that they get to the right weight for them to get their corrective surgeries, and the babies will live a normal life regardless of whether it's a cleft lip or a cleft palate. They will live a normal life. The only difference is the fact that they will have the scar, but everything else will be normal. And the beauty of it is that for the cleft palate, no one will ever know. So long as it's corrected at an early age, and everything is that is supposed to happen happens, they are taught how to feed, and it heals properly, they become just but a normal baby like any other baby. No one will ever know that they had a cleft palate. So don't be scared. Ask for help. We are out here to help. Come to us. Come to me. If you're feeling you don't know where to start, call my number. I always say, once you call and you don't find me, kindly WhatsApp me. That's why I'm always saying WhatsApp number, and I put it out there. So you can do a WhatsApp, shoot me an email, and I'll always respond to ensure that you're well taken care of. So guys, until next time, we'll be talking more about some of the things that you also need to know about feeding in other babies, some of the challenges that you experience, such as maybe you have engorged breast, you have cracked nipples, baby is refusing to breastfeed, you have mastitis, and all blocked ducts. What should you do at that point? So until next time, guys, see you on the next one. Bye, guys, and please stay nourished with Ruth. Subscribe.